All right.
Let's combine in our discussion, let's combine the data that search query performance shows with your PPC campaign structure strategy. How do you how do you utilize it? Because there is so much information there that you can, I'm sure, get ideas from. So give us some pointers on that.
Yeah. Search query performance tool is a really nice one. Definitely a advancement that Amazon's been building out even further throughout this last year. I definitely use it a lot and to do keyword research at an individual product level. And then the second main thing that I use it for is to keep a pulse on my competitiveness in the market, so I can see what click share I'm contributing or generating from specific searches, to kind of monitor where I'm dominating more, where I'm maybe underrepresented, underfunded, and that kind of informs what I'm going back to my ad account and making adjustments with. So yeah, search query performance report is good for analyzing specific product to keyword relationships and getting you kind of a bigger picture view of the market, of your competitiveness within the market. And then basically you can use that information to find pockets of areas of opportunity for you to go back into your ad account, add certain targets maybe that you had missed, or, experiment with changing bids on specific targets and seeing how that impacts the overall click share there or impression share that you're able to generate within that or for that product within that campaign, things like that. So I'll use that search query performance as information to then inform, maybe some tactical tweaks or optimizations that I can go back in and make with that.
So, but share with us some examples. So what do you look at? And then how does that influence your campaign, setting up a new campaign or modifying some of the existing ones or adding keywords, removing keywords, things like that?
Sure. Yeah. Here's a really easy example. Let's say I have a keyword in one of my campaigns, and I've been increasing the bids, kind of inching them up, trying to get visibility on that keyword. And I'm like, why am I not getting visibility? Is it because I have low search volume, or is it because my bids are too low? Is this a low volume search term, or are my bids too low? I can very easily just go back to search query performance report or any keyword research tool and just get a sense of, what kind of volume is actually going to this keyword? Is this something that I should be trying to be competitive with? Is it affordable for me to continue to be upbidding these specific keywords, things like that? Other things, I mean, in relation to more like click-through rates and things like that, I'll use search query report for monitoring click share on specific keywords. So, for example, I may switch my main image, change my main image, maybe add like some graphics and things like that there, and maybe I don't tweak anything else. Maybe I just running a split test on that main image, and I want to see if that will help me generate more of that click share. That's one other example right there. You change your main image, you want to see how your click share changed across a variety of search terms. You can go to that report and very easily see that change over time. So that's just a couple examples of ways you can use it. I mean, there's a ton of other ways that people break into it, but yeah.
Yeah, like one of the things that also came up is search query performance ultimately gives you all the performance that you get from each keyword, where the number of searches, your share, impression share, and then click-throughs, cart ads, and purchases, right? So keyword by keyword, you're able to see that. So if you find yourself getting business out of a keyword and you're not even bidding on that keyword in the first place, so it's then it
Yeah.
becomes a no-brainer, right? So do you have similar kind of clever stuff? Like, for example, what I did, my recommendation was get a list of all the keywords that you are bidding on, and then compare that to the list of all the search query performance keywords. Anything that's a mismatch between the two, If it's on search query performance, but it's not on the bidding, then add. And
Yeah.
then equally the other way around, where you keep bidding and bidding and bidding, and then you're not getting even a click through, then obviously, this is something wrong with the content. That's where you have to, which is what you were referring to. So, can you share with us some other tactical ways to make use of the two together working?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of laid out several of the examples in terms of how to use search query performance. The one you mentioned is good too, in terms of just doing keyword research. I would say that, like, in general, with a new campaign launch, or if I'm just starting to represent a new ASIN, that's usually a good place to start to figure out what are the initial targets that I should be incorporating within these campaigns. So it's that initial keyword research phase, and then as you start to launch those campaigns, you may see changes in the data within there that inform the optimizations back and forth. So they're deeply connected in terms of how one can inform the other. And I use them in tandem just for more analysis purposes and seeing, like, the impact of changes in the ad console. So, like, how are these different bid changes, or these, how to, like, isolating that keyword into a single keyword campaign and being more aggressive with the budget on that one keyword impact the overall purchases on that specific keyword in search query performance report. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really, most of what I had to say about search query performance report.